Welcome to this tutorial. This is Emily from the Loopy Stitch, and I'll be showing you how to make these little leaf fillers on my Resilience in Bloom blanket. So what you'll need is obviously the same yarn that you're using for your blanket. I've made mine in Stylecraft Special DK and I'm using Cypress as the filler. The same hook that you used for your motifs in the main construction of the blanket, and your scissors and a yarn needle. Woohoo! So let's get started. I'm going to have this. Grab your yarn and we're going to be okay. Take enough for now. My yarn, my ball is near the end, so it's going to get a little bit messy maybe. Okay. So we're only using a matter of, I suppose, 3 stitches if you don't call your chains and your slip stitches a stitch. So we've just got single crochets, half double crochets and double crochets. So we're going to start with a magic ring. Look it up on YouTube. You should know, if you've already made this blanket, that you can substitute a chain 4 and join to the first ring to form join to the first chain to form a ring. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to think and do 2 different things and say. Okay, so we've done our magic ring. We're going to chain 3 and then we're just going to start like we did with the flower motifs. We're going to do 11 more doubles, so we've got 12 stitches in the ring. I'm just going to check out my focus for you because my camera does not autofocus. Alright, I'm not going to move. So I need, that's 3. This leaf isn't attached to all parts of the flower motifs, just so you know. It's a loose, can we say a loose leaf filler, I guess, where it's easy to join, does its job, but it was never initially a part of the original idea of the blanket. It's an aesthetic blanket. It looks pretty. It's not as practical as other ones. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, I've just had a couple of people request for fillers because they actually want to use it, which is great. This is just one simple idea. So we've done our 3 trebles, double or trebles, I guess, if you're UK terms. Join to the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 1, which doesn't count as a stitch. I'm just going to grab some more yarn, not the whole thing. Okay. All right, so we're going to do 2 single crochets into the same stitch as the join. So just 2 of those. And then we're going to do 2 singles in the next double crochet. 1, 2. And then we are going to do a half double in the next. And then in the next one we're going to do 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. My yarn is stuck, sorry. I should have like a yarn bowl on the table here, shouldn't I? And now I have both ends. Go away. There we go. All right. We've done our 3 doubles. We're now going to chain 2 because we want to make this nice and pointy. And then 3 doubles in the next one. We didn't skip any stitches. It's just working in each stitch around the round. So that's our 3. And then we are going to do a half double in the next, and then 2 singles in the next. 1, 2, and again 2 singles in the next. There. And then we've basically done half of the leaf. We've just got to do the other half, and now we're going to repeat. So a half double, and then 3 doubles in the next stitch. keep looking at my screen, which is hiding behind my camera, which is behind me, so I can double check that this is in focus for you. So if you hear my voice get louder or quieter, that's why. Oh yeah, my bad. 2 chain, and then 3 doubles in the next stitch. 3 doubles. Okay. I'm sitting in my bedroom, which has the western sun of an afternoon, using acrylic yarn under a fan with a blanket on my lap in summer in Australia. So if you know, that's really hot and humid, so quite warm and it's sticking to my fingers, so I apologize. Okay, so we've done our 3 doubles. We're going to make a half double in that last unworked stitch. Ta-da! And then we're going to join to the first single crochet made, like so. And there's a pretty eye/leaf. Now this round, I'm going to make sure I have enough yarn, even if it's, yarn. So glad you can't really see my picture right now. We are going to use round 3 to join to the blanket. So what I want to do is get my blanket on this tiny little table. Let's put my yarn and scissors and needle down there. Okay. It's not fiddly. You've already done the join as you go method for making the actual blanket. So I'm going to show you what it looks like joined. Where am I? You can't see. In this gap here. So doodle dum. Where we join is in these chain 2 points into the petals of the flowers. So you won't actually, like these ones are made into the gaps and everything, whereas we'll go into that chain 2, if you're in focus, point of the floral motif. But first, let's get there. Back to focusing on where we're at. Sorry about the messy background, but I'm sure you can see. So once again, chain 1, which does not count as a stitch. 1 single crochet in the same stitch as the join. It's just so hot, it's sticking to my hands. And then we're going to make 7 single crochets. So in the next 7 stitches, 1 each. If I can get the yarn to cooperate with my fingers. 1, 2, can you see that okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, my pattern's right so far. Okay, so now we are going to do our join for one of them. And to do this, we'll do 2 single crochets already, like so. We're chaining 1, like what we do with the other joining parts, and then we're going to join from this motif. Now I'm going to see if I can get it in focus for you. So we're inserting our hook from the front underneath and coming up to pick up my dropped loop. I'm sorry if I keep changing, but I just want it to stay focused for you. If only my camera auto focused. So we're going to pick up that drop loop. Focus that camera. And then you're going to pull through. Okay, so we've done that, and then we're going to chain 1. Okay, so that's basically our join here, and then we're going to make 2 more single crochets back into our leaf, and that's 1 join already complete. We're going to make a single crochet in all of these stitches, the next 12. I hope my maths is right. 1, 2, don't stick to my fingers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've only got a couple more days left to go to school here, and the boys have just left the house to let me film. It's so nice and quiet. I haven't been away from them in like 6 weeks. So here we go. Same thing again. Do your 2 single crochets in the chain 2 point. We're going to drop, after we chain 1, we're going to drop the loop. Okay. Now, if you like, you can turn the blanket around, but because I'm at this end, I'm just going to give it a slight turn. We're going to, oops, I'm sorry, focus in there so you can see. If I zoom in a little, oh, that's as far as my camera will go. Okay, now I am through that point of that leaf, motif flower, ready to pick up my dropped chain 1. So because we're that way, we'll pick it up here. Sorry that it's not focused at the moment. Oh look, I can't do that because of my yarn. Yep. Come this way. There. Okay. Take 2, but I'm not going to unfilm and film again. All right. Picking up that dropped loop like so, and then I'm going to focus for you. Yay. Pulling that through that chain 2 point. You're going to chain 1 and then make your 2 single crochets back into that chain 2 point. Then you just have to make a single crochet in each of the unworked stitches that is left on round 3. 1, 2 and 3, as that's my beginning. Now I'm just going to do an invisible join for you. I don't normally join this. I will undo it and cut it later because my blanket's just decorative. Once you do that, you just pull your yarn through. Quick little thread your needle on, or thread your yarn onto the needle. I love my invisible join, so because this is the first stitch, we're going into the second. Highly recommend looking up my other video for an invisible join. It will change your game of crochet. And it's probably about 30 something degrees and humidity. It feels like it's like 1,000. I know that's not possible. Okay, so I'm just weaving that in. It'll get cut off later. Pull that little magic ring nice and tight, and let me zoom out a smidgen so you can see. Now I haven't got the leaf in upside down, it's okay, it's just twisted. So there, you can see now that we have a pretty leaf filled in the gaps. Super easy, 3 round pattern that only joins into the chain 2 point of the flower motif. Now it doesn't join here. You could always adapt the pattern if you like to make it suit you, but as I said, this is just a late little addition for people who really wanted a more closed in sort of practical blanket. I hope you've had fun making your Resilience in Bloom. Please show me photos. I love to see what you make, and just make sure you like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, because this year I'm planning on doing a lot more videos now that I have all 3 kids in school. Oh my gosh, 1 school drop off. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Anyhow, I will post this pattern on my blog. It will be free under the Resilience in Bloom pattern, so make sure you check it out, and I hope you had fun. Give me a thumbs up, and until next time, happy hooking. Bye!